The 2025 FIFA Club World Cup may have been a spectacle on the pitch, but off it, the tournament has sparked a mix of admiration and disbelief. While several matches showed only modest attendance and barely captured the interest of many fans, the financial outcome told a very different story. Teams walked away with millions in profit, and the tournament itself raked in a staggering $2 billion, generating around $31 million per game. With the Club World Cup set to be played on a regular quadrennial schedule, FIFA President Gianni Infantino now seems determined to aim for figures that few could have imagined. How does a whopping $230 billion profit sound? Quite astonishing, especially considering many still question the validity of the $2 billion profit from the inaugural event. To put things in perspective, the tournament struggled to fill stadiums in several games, with some matches drawing crowds smaller than the current NWSL average of 11,000 fans per game. Yet, here is Infantino, making bold claims like never before. Speaking to the BBC, he said, "When the Champions League was created, the first revenue was €40 million. Now it is €4 billion. If the first Club World Cup generated €2 billion, in 30 years we should generate €200 billion. The claim immediately sent shockwaves through the soccer world, leaving fans incredulous and outspoken. One critic remarked, "Infantino talks like he's pitching to investors, not football fans," while another bluntly added, "Stop being greedy." Gianni Infantino once envisioned a new golden era for football, a spectacle so massive it would reshape the global sports economy. His $230 billion Club World Cup plan was meant to be the crown jewel of FIFA's future, uniting continents, brands, and fanbases under one dazzling global tournament. Yet, what was promised as the Super Bowl of football has instead turned into one of the most polarizing moves in modern sports history. At the heart of the controversy lies a simple problem: ambition without alignment. Infantino's vision was to expand the Club World Cup into a 32-team extravaganza, featuring the world's elite, Manchester City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Al Ahly, and Flamengo, competing for a prize pool larger than any single tournament in football's history. FIFA's promise of $230 billion in projected economic activity dazzled sponsors and broadcasters. But for many fans, the dream has soured into fatigue. Football, they argue, is losing its soul. Players already face overloaded schedules with domestic leagues, UEFA competitions, and international fixtures. The idea of adding yet another high-stakes global tournament has drawn backlash from athletes, managers, and even national associations. Jurgen Klopp once warned that "we're pushing players to their physical limits," and now those warnings ring louder than ever. The new Club World Cup, set to rival the Champions League in prestige, feels less like celebration and more like exploitation. Across social media, fans voiced their outrage, accusing FIFA of chasing profits over passion. Hashtags like #SaveTheGame and #NoToInfantinoCup trended worldwide. Supporters questioned why grassroots football, women's development, and smaller national leagues continue to struggle for funding while billions are being poured into an elite competition. Even broadcasters, once eager for global rights, are now cautious. Reports suggest inflated costs, scheduling conflicts, and climate concerns surrounding host cities could dampen commercial enthusiasm. What was meant to be a unifying event may instead fracture the football calendar and deepen the divide between Europe's wealthy clubs and the rest of the world. Infantino, known for his confidence and showmanship, insists the plan is for the fans. He argues that the Club World Cup will globalize opportunity, giving clubs from Africa, Asia, and South America a stage equal to Europe's giants. In theory, that vision is noble. But fans counter that fairness can't be bought with billions. It must be built through reform, equity, and sustainability. The irony is painful. The more FIFA tries to make football global, the more disconnected it feels from the people who love it most. For decades, the sport thrived because of its authenticity. Local fans, neighborhood stadiums, and dreams born on dusty pitches. The new $230 billion empire risks turning that emotion into an entertainment commodity. As critics call for FIFA to rethink its priorities, Infantino faces the toughest challenge of his presidency, not from rival federations or governments, but from the very heartbeat of football, the fans. And if history has taught anything, it's that no amount of money can buy back their trust once it's lost.